Yo, what is up guys, it's Pedro here, and in today's video I'll be going over some Washington Commanders players that have been getting in some off-season work before training camp starts, including Jayden Daniels throwing some dimes to Amon-Ra St. Brown, Brian Robinson, Johan Dobson, and some rookies as well. If you guys are new, make sure to subscribe, hit that like button and that notification bell as well so you never miss a video. And yeah, comment down below who you're most excited to see this season. And let's try to be a little bit creative because I'm sure everyone's real answer is Jayden Daniels. Also, go ahead and follow my Insta. Just did a little weekend post while I was down there at UVA. So go ahead and check that out, Pedro_Schmith. And let's get right into it. So just this, we don't have a lot to talk about. But I know a lot of people like to get updates on some of these players and see some clips of them. So we'll go ahead and do that. So Jayden is pretty well connected already in the league. You know, really good friends with Brandon Ayuk from what we've seen from all these, requests Brandon Ayuk has had, leveraging the Commanders a little bit. And then, now you see St. Brown, Rachaad White. I saw them going on Instagram Live together. So here is a clip of, actually, I'm going to zoom out just, I don't know if it's going to get cut off, but you see Jayden Daniels throwing to Amon-Ra St. Brown, getting some work in. It's good to see there. It's good to see Jayden getting some work in with some other NFL guys. I believe no, I thought it was Darren Waller for a second, but I don't think so. But yeah, he's getting some work in with other NFL players. That's good to see. And then, of course, he's getting work in himself with his own trainers. That's also good to see as well. So another clip. Let me play it back. So Jayden just throwing some dimes in camp, or I don't know what this is, but some type of training. But he's throwing some absolute dimes. Just nothing crazy, but again, just showing you guys some clips because I know some people don't care whatsoever about this stuff and some people live for it. So I'll just show it anyways, and if you don't love it, then you don't have to watch. But there's Jayden getting some work, getting some handoffs in, and yeah, we're a couple weeks, man, away from training camp, which I'm really, really excited for. Once training camp arrives, that's when the football season, at least for me, starts. That's when we got training camp every day. We got storylines, especially with a young quarterback, a rookie quarterback who you drafted number 2 overall. Best believe there's going to be a lot to talk about, and there's going to be overanalyzing and a bunch of different stuff, but that's what we're here for. And then once the games start, of course, that's when the season officially starts, but I really think the season starts right now, or not right now, in 2-ish weeks, one training camp starts. So I will be there, not for the first practice, which I believe is the 26th or 27th. I'll be there, I think it's the 27th. I'll be there the 28th. I'll be there the second practice. Whatever the second practice is for the Washington Commanders, I will be there, or the second one that's open to the public. I'm very excited for that. Wish I was there for the first one, but second one will be chill. It's going to be very crowded, I'm assuming. Even though there's a capacity, like they're not letting everyone in, still it's going to be very crowded. I think, almost not everyone, but a lot of the people that bought tickets, or not bought tickets, they got tickets because they're free. They're going to be going because they really want to see Jayden Daniels. In the past, some people just buy tickets or get tickets to get tickets, and they might not actually go. Here is Brian Robinson. This was in the last few days or so. Him getting some work in. He looks really, really. He looks built right now. He looks built. He looks built for sure. And yeah, it's going to be a big season for him. I still think he's going to be RB1. And then you're going to have, Austin Ekeler in there getting some carries, but being the primary pass catching back. But, Brian Robinson also showed this past year he can pass catch as well. So he's going to be getting work as a ball carrier, but also as a pass catcher as well. Maybe a little bit of a reduced role, but Gibson was getting carries last year. So was, Chris Rodriguez. So they got carries. They took some carries away from Robinson. So I think Robinson will probably have around the same amount of carries that he did last year. Maybe a little bit, I think, fewer targets towards him, just because I think Ekeler is going to take some of those away. But Ekeler even has said himself, like, he's not going to be a 30 touch a game guy or 25 touch a game guy. He's, trying to get a reduced role and trying, he's getting older, so he doesn't have that same, recovery ability and just the same athleticism he once had. He's still a good player for sure, or at least I think so. But if you want to get the best out of him, you can't be playing him every single snap. So giving him some of these breaks will get him the most efficient as possible, which is what you want. And then here's Johan Dobson, getting some work in. And this was at Oregon, so a lot of the guys actually worked out in Oregon. I made a video about that actually while I was in Oregon. And this video didn't really show much. Let's go to Johan's page himself. I swear he posted something about it. But they were all working out in Oregon. Here's a little clip, 13 seconds. Johan's been talented. We know that. You just got to put it together on the field and see how good of a player is he. Is he a wide receiver 3? Is he a wide receiver 2? Or is he a wide receiver 1? He's got the talent for sure. After the first season, you're like, this guy might be a number 1 or at least a high 2. But then after the second season, it's not all his fault, but he didn't have a big year. So you're like, okay, maybe this guy's a low 2 or maybe even a 3. I'm not ready to judge him like that yet. But this season, if he doesn't produce, then you can't go into year 4 of Johan Dobson and be like, yeah, we can feel good about him as our number 2 receiver. You just can't do that. You can't do that at all. If he has a big year, 800 isn't a huge year, but that's solid. 800, 900, even 1K, then you're feeling good about him, and you don't have to go crazy in the offseason, free agency, or the draft to get a receiver. And also depending on how Luke McCaffrey goes and looks, and even Diami. But at this point, I think we know Diami is not that guy. At like his highest potential right now is like wide receiver 3, but he hasn't shown that yet. It's going to be his last year in Washington, in my opinion, to show it. If he doesn't show it, he'll make another roster probably, but he's not going to get a big contract. So this is a huge year for him. And a lot of the guys from the Rivera era, it's a huge year for them. But Johan Dobson, he's going to be in the league for a while regardless. He's very talented, and he's still a solid player. But the question is he going to be a good or great player, or is he just going to be a solid receiver in this league? And I think he has a talent. Just watch this video. You see his release ability, his route running ability is great, and his hands are very good as well. But sometimes he has these drops where it's just frustrating and stuff like that. And then here's Dom Hampton. I've seen a couple videos from him this offseason. This is not a while ago, but a few weeks ago. A couple of weeks ago, 2.5 weeks ago, whatever, getting some work in. So you see that. It's good to see. But yeah, some of these guys are posting their work. Some of them aren't. I don't really care. If you want to post it, go ahead. Some of these guys some of them are posting it for attention. Some of them are posting, maybe they want to give their trainer a little bit of a shout out, or one of their boys a shout out, or whatever, just showing people what's going on in their life. I don't mind at all. And I also don't mind it at all if you're not showing it. Maybe he's a private guy, or he doesn't care if people see if he's working or not. He just wants the results to tell you. So regardless, I really don't care. I just care how these guys perform on Sundays, and I guess Thursdays and Mondays, and even Saturdays sometimes. But that's all I care about in terms of this social media stuff. But yeah, that's it for today's video. Hope you guys did enjoy. If you guys stayed till the end, what's a player we can you guys can comment down below. I'm just trying to think. I should think of them before, but I usually try to think of it on the fly and try to get a little bit of a creative guy. Let's go ahead, and not a very popular guy, but we'll go Darius. He was popular when he was here until things went south. But Darius Guy's first player I met in public. So yeah, thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed, and peace.